I am perfectly sane. Let me assure you, let me just make this absolutely clear to you. I am now, and I always have been, perfectly sane. I moved out of my mother's house nearly 4 months ago. I live in a shitty 3-story apartment complex on the west side of the river. The kitchen came with a tarnished refrigerator, the living room came with a hideous plaid couch, and the bathroom came with an enormous mirror. It stretches all the way across the wall. It made me nervous. I remember that. I remember it clearly. I walked into the bathroom and I walked straight out because of that goddamned mirror. Last week, I finally realized what it was. It is too fucking clean. Everything in this apartment is stained and broken except for the mirror. Now, gradually, I came to think that I was just being stupid. The previous tenant had probably broken the last mirror, and the landlord had replaced it before I'd gotten there. Makes perfect sense. I tried to tell myself that it didn't make me nervous. I'd go into the bathroom every night and take off my glasses, wash my face, and I'd try to ignore the panic rising in my chest. So I'd move slower on purpose, rubbing the lather into my eyes and making fun of myself for letting my childishness get the best of me. Stupid. The apartment itself was alright once I'd moved all my things into it. There was cable, at least. The only thing was that whenever I'd flip the tap to get ready for bed, I'd be immediately overcome with this overwhelming feeling of dread. I would reach for my glasses and shove them on and whip my head towards the door. No one was ever there, but that didn't change the fact that someone was watching me. As irrational as it was, I knew that someone was watching me. I installed additional locks. I bought a very large wooden bat. I kept pepper spray in the side table drawer. I started to feel unsafe to the point where I was developing anxiety. Got so bad that I strongly considered moving back into my mother's house. I figured, however, that it would all pass, and this was some kind of thing that everyone deals with when they move out for the first time. I felt trapped and afraid, but I couldn't name the reason. And I knew that I was just being stupid, so I stayed. Stupid. And every time I washed my face, I would panic. It started to happen increasingly often and with increasing intensity. I would remove my glasses and place them on the countertop. I would close my eyes. I would feel the unmistakable prickle of someone else's stare. And I would freak the fuck out and open my eyes, and soap would get in them, and I would cry out, and it would take me ages to stop the stinging. I was paranoid, and I knew it. But last night, I caught them. My entire body went cold, and I shuddered as I spread the soap out over my skin. But this time, I kept away from my eyes, humoring myself. That's what it was. My fingers shook just slightly as I danced them across my face. And the chill consumed me, and I cried out, even though there was no pain, and just as I flipped the tap to help feign my dismay, I opened my undamaged eyes. And I was the only thing staring back. I looked into my own eyes, the glare of my glasses glinting back at me in my reflection. I smiled at it. The relief was unimaginable. Of course I felt stupid. And I laughed. And I kept laughing as I slapped the water across my face, and as I flipped the tap, and as I ran the towel against my skin. I kept on laughing as I left the bathroom, and as I fell into my bed, and as I pulled the covers up around me. It was only when I realized that I'd left my glasses on the countertop that I stopped laughing. I keep my eyes closed now. I'm not taking any chances. I think they've caught on. I can hear them whispering.